Some people have a perfect memory when it comes to wine. If they've really enjoyed a certain bottle, they will remember that label forever. But for the rest of us, there's a new app that scans wine labels and instantly gives us a review, tasting notes, and scores. Here to tell us more about Vinous is the app's founder and wine critic, Antonio Galloni. Antonio, thanks so much for being with us.
Tanya, it's great to be on the show. Thanks for having me on.
So does this app then take all that guessing work out of choosing a great bottle of wine?
Absolutely. All you have to do is take a picture. You said you had a great wine. You don't want to remember what it is. Take a picture of the wine label, like we have here. That's the camera. You take a picture, snap it. It'll take you straight to our database, show you all of the reviews, if you want to look at that, and not just the scores and the reviews, but also where to buy the wine. So it's very seamless. This is the beginning of our plan to Uberify wine.
Yes, fantastic. So you could take it into a wine shop.
Exactly.
And you're trying to choose between all of these wines. So, I mean, obviously there are, I can't even imagine to begin how many wines on the market. So how do you choose which ones to include in your app?
Well, so what we have is a team of 6 critics who scour the world to find the very best wines. We have over 200,000 professionally written reviews, and they are of all of the key regions in the world. And so Vinous really captures the database of our entire publication. So that is what's on the app. That's
fantastic.
Yeah.
And how much does it cost to download the app? Is it a free app or is there a registration fee?
Well, we really wanted to deliver an enormous amount of content for free.
Right.
So I worked in finance for 12 years, and I learned over that time that having a little bit of knowledge about wine was a massive competitive advantage with clients, prospects, business associates. Yes. So I wanted to create something that everybody would download on their phone. So there's a lot of free content on there, like a vintage chart that would tell you, let's say you've got to give a gift, it's the holidays, somebody has a child, we were talking about kids before, let's say born in 2010. The question I get asked a lot is, what's good in 2010? Well, you just go to the vintage chart and we'll rank the regions of the world for you of that year, from top to bottom. So now, you know, 2010, if that is the year, happens to be a great year in a lot of regions, so you're in luck.
That's great.
So that's free. A glossary of wine terms is free. So if you're in a restaurant or one of your friends talks about tannins or barrels, you see what it is. You'll never be intimidated by wine again. And then there's a grape guide as well, which is free. If somebody says, you know, Nebbiolo or Albarino or Cabernet Franc, that's free too. We'll explain what all of the main grapes are, and then that links to our database as well. So that's all free. And then if you want to see the reviews, then that's when we ask you to subscribe to a monthly service. Basically.
Right. All right. And so when you do take your snapshot of the label, you could do this in a store and let's say, and then find other retailers that have it and compare prices?
Absolutely. So that's one of the things that the retailer feed allows you to do, is it allows you to see sort of what the pricing is. So here we're in the Rockefeller Center area. It's, you know, a high rent district. So, you know, you're going to see one sort of pricing, and then as you move outside, maybe in the periphery, you're going to get different results. One of the things about the app is that it's also location based. So today you're in New York. You're going to for the holidays in LA, maybe then after that you're in Europe. Every time you would search for this wine, you're going to get retailers who are relevant to where you are right there.
Can you then link to that retailer and buy the wine directly?
You can then it gives you the link to all of the merchants. Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, in your past, you were also a very well-renowned wine critic. What made
Hopefully not my past.
Well, you still are. You still are. But before you started this app, that was what made you decide to start this app?
Well, again, it was the idea of wanting to make wine accessible to everybody. A lot of my friends from my previous life were not wine people. Every time I explained a wine to them, I would see the light bulb go off. The question for us is, how do we make 1 million light bulbs go off?
Right.
How do we, you know, make wine accessible to everybody? So I want to walk into a restaurant and see a beautiful bottle of wine on every table. When we've done that, we will have achieved our mission. The app is the first step in bringing a world of knowledge and expertise of our entire team basically to everybody. You've got people here who've been tasting, traveling, and visiting these regions for 10, 20, 30 years, and all of their experiences distilled into this one little app.
Amazing. Antonio Galloni bringing beautiful wine to the world. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks for having me on the show.